still on justice for Mohbad. When this Mohbad's justice began, we saw a lot of interest. And one of those that decided to put backup and channel this justice for Mohbad is a man called the Ordinary President, Ahmed Issa. He is the CEO of Brekete Family Radio and Television. He has a platform on YouTube and he invited Mohbad's father. He did not stop on social media. He promised Mohbad's father that he was going to go down to the source of it all. He visited Ikorodu. He spoke to young people around to try to get and gather information. He didn't stop at that. He also visited police officers and he introduced himself. At the end of the day, after some couple of research, he discovered something sinister, something scary, strange. And he said it live without hiding any of it. He said it live. He called into his show. He was still then in Lagos. He called into his show. His show is situated in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And he said something that shocked a lot of people. He said, they do not want to get justice for Mohbad. When we say they, what is this they? Who are these they? The people that are entrusted with the investigation of Mohbad's demise, the mystery surrounding it, and also the other branch or parastatal that are connected to getting justice for Mohbad. Departments, agencies, such as the DNA and autopsy department. We waited and waited and waited and waited. Lo and behold, what Brekete said is exactly what we saw. He said what they want is to make sure that Mohbad's body decay beyond decay, so that the results of the autopsy, if released, when released, and if anything at all is going to be done, there will be no way to get justice. This is what they are on to. And we started asking ourselves, how can it be Wunmi? How can it be for Wunmi? Wunmi is not the daughter of anybody important. Oh, people went back and said, Wunmi's mom used to be part of the police. They said she was a traffic warder. Who then do they know? Is there someone else connected to this? This is what you're about to find out. And I want you to pay attention because you're going to hear Brekete. Why? But before we proceed, like and share, tap on the subscribe button.
Brekete said that he has about 2 of his staffs on Justice for Mohbad way back that also monitoring different platforms. And Brekete saw the way some platforms were dragging him. Do you expect Brekete to be happy that he was trying to help and some people did not even allow him to finish the work? They already started dragging him. Let me put that on the side. They're saying that Shitu is just a new son. He's working for the government. Let me tell you something today. Every son in Nigeria, they cannot survive by themselves without federal brief, without a brief from the government. You will not survive. The son of the other side of Wunmi also has a brief with the government. Say that again. They have a brief. He has brief with the government. He works with the government and get contracts. Wahab Shitu is the lawyer of EFCC. It's not that the government are the one paying him. It's like a contract job. Whenever they have a case, the EFCC has a case with somebody, then they contract Wahab Shitu because he's good, a very strong man. let me tell you some things today. Before they brought Wahab Shitu, I was promoting that they should bring in Olisa Agbakoba. And I was mad when they brought Wahab Shitu. But when they brought Wahab Shitu, he's a very strong man. I let go of my ego and all stuff like that. I supported Wahab Shitu because I know that he can, I swear, do the same job that this man can do. Although Olisa Agbakoba is actually mighty. Yes, he has a federal might. But Wahab Shitu can open the door that means Falana can, the door that Falana can, any place that Falana can step into, Shitu can do the same thing. And I keep telling you, even Shitu was defending I would tell you today, when Shitu took this case of justice for Mohbad, there are a lot of pressure against this man to drop this case, which I suppose not to say to the media. Do you think there are some people, there are a lot of mighty people that are not happy that Shitu took this case? Did you hear what Shitu said during the coroner inquest, the last coroner inquest, when they said that the result was inconclusive? He gave a briefing there to the journalists, and he said, when a case like this, let's say like it has dropped. He said, when a case like this said inconclusive, that means there is suspicious in that case. If you say that Shitu is working for the government, if Shitu is not working for the government, Shitu only has a contract with the federal government as a lawyer to EFCC, and every son has a briefing with the government. Every son you see, they cannot survive by themselves. They have to get contract from the government. Even Falana also have briefing from the government. Do you know there was a time that Falana also want to get a contract from, maybe you want to be, maybe you want, I don't know. Let me just use allegedly, maybe you want to run, there's a contract he wanted to get from Lagos State governor and all stuff like that, and then they had a clash at one point. Everybody, all the son in Nigeria, always lobby to get a contract from the federal. So when some people are brainwashing some people that, do you know Shitu is the this? Everybody, if some public lawyer does not have that Shitu because they have not hit him, they have not gotten to that point. Shitu is not, he only has contract with the government, and it's not a big deal. All sons in Nigeria always have briefing from the federal government. Maybe by 2 years' time, his own contract with the federal government will expire. If there's a need for them to renew his contract based on his good works, then they will renew his contract. Does that mean that he's working with the government? He stands on himself. He only gets contract with the government. And our case of justice for Mohbad that he's doing is totally different from his interest with the government. It has nothing to do with the government. Falana has a briefing with the government recently, and then he's not allowing Wunmi's case to also. He's totally different from this. Wunmi's case is totally different from the government as well. So please watch who you listen to. Don't let them to bamboozle you with their story. They have strict mouth and all that. Don't let your brain. Don't let them work up your brain with for you. So there are a lot of, like I said, there are a lot of people that have agendas. Shitu is the almighty son. He knows what he's doing. If there's a reason why he has not come out to the public, he has his reason. There was a time that you saw Baba Mohbad granting different interviews. Yes, there are some interviews that Baba Mohbad granted that I was not really pleased with. And I will put that blame on the hired PR. It's just a little mistakes. And sometimes a little mistake can actually become a very big deal for Baba. Yes. But we shouldn't dwell on that. Those things that, okay, Mr. Miwa, are there some mistakes that Mr. Miwa have committed in the past? Yes. But why are we still dwelling on that part? And I keep telling you something. There is this thing that I think it kept on coming over and over again, saying that Mr. Miwa, oh, we said that we should do private autopsy. Private autopsy. How long many times I've been to platforms that will talk about this, and I will say it again today. During the March, is it February or March? They wanted to do private autopsy. That was when Baba Mohbad was at Brekete. They submitted an application to have access to Baba Mohbad's family, have access to Mohbad's body. But the government says that because before they exhumed the body of Mohbad, They are saying we don't need Baba Mohbad. You don't need Baba Mohbad. And now I listen to some stuff. They send me some videos, and I'm going to say some things, and I'll put some corrections here today. That if Baba Mohbad did not sign, that the government should resume that body, and the government of Lagos State will not exhume that body of Mohbad. Because before the government knows that, before they can exhume that body of Mohbad, they need to get Baba Mohbad Mr. Aloba's consent. And he signed that, yes, I support, you can exhume it. And at the time, before the exhumation of Mohbad body, Baba Mohbad did not know his right. He does not know some things. But when he now got to know that, he said, I don't want plus two together, then he has to support that, okay, let the government exhume this body. So far that Baba Mohbad has signed that the government should exhume the body, that means the body is in care of the government. Baba Mohbad said that, okay, we want to do private autopsy, because the public said that, yes, they want private autopsy. Baba Mohbad also said that he also wants private autopsy. The government said they gave Baba Mohbad the right to check the body any day, anytime. He has a code. He can go there to check the body. But they said he does not have the right to bring any pathologists. You cannot bring a pathologist to touch the body of Mohbad. You need the permission of the government, because if they carry the body now, they will say the body is in charge of the government as of today. So they said, Baba Mohbad, I know that it's part of delay tactics. You people do not really want to understand. You always want to put the whole blame on the legal team. Now, this didn't happen before Shitu. Shitu was not there at the beginning. So you have to clear this thing that Shitu just became, he just got briefed not less than 2 months ago. It's not even up to 6 weeks. Is it up to 6 weeks or 8 weeks? So, sorry if you are testing me. I'm not reading messages. I'm just talking. You know, I'm not reading messages. I mean, I'm not reading I'm not reading the comment section, so I'm just talking. They said they have to get an approval from the government, from the courts. So they submitted an application to the court, and they kept on going back and back to talk about this. And you know that in the judicial system of Nigeria is really, really bad. It's terrible. We know that there are some games that they're playing. People on the ends of affair, they're playing games. They have the reason why they want the body to be rotten in wherever they put the body, and they try not to make us to get justice from Mohbad. Always put that in consideration. Now, they put up this application. Do you know that they said that there have to be a sitting, a hearing? Till date, we kept on doing, going back to them for what's it called? We keep going back for update. The job magistrate, she need to travel, she need to take a vacation, she's sick, and that. Till date, they've not given us a date for hearing, for us to have this thing, what's it called? To have access to the body of Mohbad, to do private autopsy. Shitu just came on board. Maybe he's just start putting his own mighty force into this matter. And he also needs some time for him to be able to get this thing done, because there have to be a sitting. We are waiting for them to give us a date. You can't just expect us, and some hosts are busy brainwashing people, telling people that, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. As of today, Baba Mohbad is not in charge of the body of Mohbad. The government are in charge of the government. We need to get that to our text call. I'm not talking to everyone, but I'm talking to some certain set of people. Stop brainwashing people. Baba Mohbad needs approval from the government, which the magistrate or the court says that they need a sitting, a date and a time. As of today, they haven't given us the date and time of hearing. Maybe tomorrow they're going to give it to them. I don't know. So if you do not get access to do private autopsy, how do you expect Mr. Riwa or the Aloba's family to do private autopsy? Please tell me. How do you expect him to get access to the body when he has not gotten the approval? Baba Mohbad only has the approval to go and check the body anytime he wants to, but he must not bring any pathologies. He's not allowed, and that's a part of the games as well. So sometimes we need to think from the right to the left side. When you hear from the other side, you need to sit down and think about it. If Baba Mohbad has not given the right to bring pathologists to see the body of Mohbad, please tell me, how do you want Mr. Miwa to conduct private autopsy? You can come on board, oh, you that know better. You can come on board, Mr. Wale, too, if you know better.
Bossman,
Right, so Kabia sis, please. Good. Okay, the host talk, please.
Talk.
Can I say something?
So, as of today, sorry, ma. As of today,
see, you can talk. See.
Yeah, as of today, we do not have access. I just want to say that I'm already running up. As of today, we do not have, Baba at the Aloba do not have access to bring pathology to see the body of Mohbad. I mean, to do private autopsy for Mohbad. And the case has been filed, and they said that we need a date. We are waiting for a date of sitting for hearing. That's all.
Can we? Thank you. God bless.